Hello everybody, this is TK Whopper, and I'm going to be recording another one of the tutoring sessions for you guys. And this time we are going to be watching... What's that, E? No, that was last game. It's W. We are going to be watching Draefen. I think. I'm not positive about that. I think it's Draefen. That's what I'm going to be calling him, or I'll just call him Vi. That's better. So, he is Jungle Vi, and I didn't actually say what elo it was in the last one, but I think I'm going to start doing that. This is Gold 1 elo, so that's pretty high. This is a really, actually, good thing to know. Right now, if you look at his spells, he has not... Okay, I'm sorry about that. I guess my thing just underscored itself. So I'll put them together in the editing. Anyways, yeah, okay. He had not leveled a spell until he absolutely had to, which is extremely, I'm not going to say it's impressive, but most people don't do that, and it's very intelligent of him to have done that. And now, the reason he didn't do that a second time is because the way Vi's E works is she has to charge punches like Corky's E, like Corky's ultimate, so it would be a bad idea to wait to level your E until you're at the blue buff, because you actually need to be charging. There, he did it again. He lined up a Q. This is pretty good. He knows like the fine details of Vi, like lining up the Q through the two lizards. Now he's going for a lane gank, and I don't love this choice because, I mean, you can look at bot lane. They're like full health. I really think this is a poor choice by him because he's not going to be able to do anything. Going bot like that, it's just a waste of time. The enemy's pushed, it's too early in the game to dive, and they're not even low health. So, when you're going, this is as a jungler, when you're going to gank a lane, you first have to think, if I gank this lane, will we actually get anything out of it? And in that situation, he did not get anything out of ganking that lane, so there's no point in doing it. Now here, go. Alright, good, he's gone. That was good. I think this could be a kill. Yeah. Oh no, Kha'Zix was Zoom. If Kha'Zix wasn't Zoom. So, but that was a good gank, because it barely took any of his time, because he had to get through mid lane anyway, and it got off some damage on their mid, so it's going to be an easier lane for Kha'Zix. And here, when you're playing jungle, you want to look at the map, and you think, can I gank anywhere right now? If the answer is yes, go gank. If the answer is no, then you're going to want to go jungle. And that's what he's doing here. But he should not be taking these golems right now, in my opinion, because top lane is pretty pushed. Alright, see, he even interrupted them. Top lane is pretty pushed, and there's not really a point in taking the golems. Alright, he quit apparently. Now I don't think he's gonna get this kill. Oh, you can... I did not know you could do that. I did not know you could flash mid-Q, but... yeah, so... there was not really a point to taking golems there because... like, if you think of it like a flowchart, the first thing that you always want to be asking yourself as a jungle is... can I either help a lane or gank a lane right now? If the answer is yes, don't go to jungle. Only go to jungling after the answer is no to that first question. So, if he had gone top originally, instead of going to take those golems, it could have resulted in a kill. Because his red buff went away while he was ganking, which means it would have still been there if he hadn't done the original golems. That was good. He lined them all up for his E. And, in terms of smiting on a jungle, like, what he's doing is fine. Because, in between the first blue and the time the next blue respawns, or in this case, the enemy red respawns, there's no big objective to be smiting, so it's fine to just smite the little camps to try and speed up your clear time. And here, he's playing it smart, he's just jungling because he can't gank a lane. Every lane is too pushed, bot's got wards. I mean, I don't know if he knows that, but bot does have wards, so he can't gank there. And so he's just playing it smart, counter jungling a little, jungling in his own jungle. And, something I want to note, when you're deciding whether or not you want to go counter jungle, he should be going bot. He should screw that Wraith. Actually, he's so he does need to kill the Wraith. But something when noting the counter jungle, You have to think, if the enemy jungler finds me while I'm doing this, what's going to be the result? In this particular case, he could do it pretty safely because, I mean, it depends on the skill level. If it's a like, this actually takes a lot of thought. He can't connect that. He shouldn't go over the wall. See, his mistake there was, alright, that he got the kill, but he should have realized, as the instant I release my Q over that wall, at least Ezreal is just gonna W over and I'm not gonna be able to do anything. So what he should have done is held it until someone else went across the other side of the wall, and then when Ezreal tried to jump over, then he could have hit him. But I mean, it worked out. Kha'Zix got the kill, but that's just for the future. Okay, I was saying something that I got interrupted by. Maybe it's when you're deciding to counter jungle, you have to think. Oh, right, the skill level. In a Voli versus Vi matchup, it is very hard. I'll put this thing back up for you. It is very hard for a for a Vi to escape a Volibear, because Volibear can just slow the Vi and keep up to with her with auto attacks. So it's gonna be hard. That he played it safe there. He had two options. He could have either queued onto the rise, or he could have queued the way he did. He decided to do the queue up to prevent Kha'Zix from dying instead of queue and try and kill rise, which is a safer play. I don't know if it actually would have worked. And now here, alright, Volibear didn't come. Anyways, what I was saying, it's hard for a Vi to escape a Volibear because what Volibear should do is save his Q. Because if Volibear immediately slows and then Qs her backwards, what Vi's is going to do is she's going to charge up a Q, which you have no way of interrupting, and then get over some wall where Volibear can't chase. But if Volibear saves his Q, he can stop her Q the instant she starts charging it. So I don't know what would have happened if they fought, but that's something to note in a Volibear versus Vi. Really, as Vi, or any champion against Vi, you want to save your CC till she starts her dash so you can interrupt it. So yeah, when counter jungling, you have to think, am I gonna die? Here, she's not giving the blue buff to the mid. I mean, I don't know how I feel about that personally. I, as a jungler, am generally quite selfish. I like taking the blue buffs for myself, but I don't know if you really want to do that here, because Kha'Zix is really good with blue buff. Like, it really helps him. And here, you gotta think, am I actually gonna do anything by walking to this lane? The answer is no. So don't go to the lane. He's done that twice, which I guess could be one of this guy's mistakes. You just gotta think, what is me going down here gonna do? And the answer is nothing. So now he's going up. He's pinging Dragon. I believe he's pinging Dragon. I don't know how I feel about a jungle right here, honestly. Actually, no, Volibear was top and he just died, so it's a 3-on-4. But Vi is not amazing. No, she is pretty good at taking them. She just has no way of really preventing the damage because her shield's on such a long cooldown. So she doesn't want to take too much damage here. She wants to either let Kha'Zix tank it or peel off. She chose to peel off. I'm gonna watch this fight. Now she wants to. The thing to note with Vi is, while at low health, it's kind of deceptive because her shield, I think she can turn it. She should turn it. Yeah. This guy is smart. Alt on the back line. Dude, this guy's doing what I'm telling him to do. This is good. This is me spectating him. So this is kind of why I said in the Reddit post, only like platinum. I mean, only gold and below, because this he's good. I can give advice, but he's definitely a good player. So something to note with Vi. He did this, but for those of you who don't play Vi, ulting. You want to ult where you can hit as many people as possible. Granted, only the actual target gets knocked up. The knock aside can still be really helpful. And I don't know how I feel about him going to jungle there. If you're going to jungle when you're very low health with Vi, I would probably advise not using your Q, because he didn't know where Pantheon was when he went to clear those Wraith camps. Pantheon could have been right, I'll ping it for you guys, he could have been like right in this bush. And if Pantheon had been in this bush, he would have walked out here, seen the Vi, and just insta-gibbed him. So that's why I don't really love using your Q on the minions, because had he had his Q, he still probably would have died, but he could have potentially queued through this wall, this one right here, and then escape the Pantheon. Because if he starts up the queue as soon as he sees him, he can get up the wall easily. So that's just something to note. If you're going back in the jungle with low health, you might not want to use your Q. And now he's going bot. Let me check his build real fast. He's getting Spirit of the Red buff, that's fine. I don't like all these pieces though. Spirit of the Red buff, once you actually get the full item, it becomes significantly more powerful than the pieces. So I wouldn't get a null magic mantle here. I just don't think it's that great. Here he's kind of waiting around, not doing a lot. I don't really think... I think again he has to think to himself, well, what am I going to do when I come down here? Now this is actually good. Because if as soon as they push that minion, he can get into this bush safely. He should go into that bush now. And I don't know if I caught him there. Okay, this is going to be great. That was good of him. He waited to... Oh, this is going badly. He's just got to run. See? See, what did I tell you? You save... Alright. He died. But if Rise had not been coming down, then Volibear wouldn't have gotten the kill because he used his Q too early. So now they get a free dragon. So we can go back and we can watch that again, and I'll say what the mistake was. But I didn't realize it when it was happening. One mistake was not having this warded. They couldn't have known Volibear was coming, which is really, really bad. You always, when you go on these risky, aggressive tower dive spot lane, you want to have wards. Because you don't know who else is coming, and it's risky. So, Nami also took a tower shot there, and she's taking tower shots, which is bad. And this was just a lack of wards, him dying. They didn't have a ward in the river, they didn't have, or maybe they did, but by the time that Volibear caught up to him, it was too late. So that was just an aggressive play with a lack of wards, which... When you're trying to make aggressive plays, wards are really important because an aggressive play getting counter aggression is awful. Like, it's a bunch of kills, a dragon. Counter plays are really risky, and so they inherently have a very large reward potentially and a very large risk. So you could lose a lot of ground when you make those plays if it does not work out for you. So to ensure that it will work out for you, you have to buy wards. That's general play. Like, I don't think he should have... It's not as much his fault. You can't blame the support, but it's not as much his fault. He just should have thought to himself, we don't have any wards. I don't want to do anything too ballsy down here. I'm just gonna stay farm the jungle. I wonder what's gonna happen here. Alright. So he should run. Rise has 2 levels on him. This is not going to work out. I really don't feel good about this. See, it didn't work out. Pantheon ult for Gangplank Flash is completely worth it. Again, he made that. Alright, that was a very big mistake of buy. When you see Volibear having his Q out, don't start charging your Q because you know it's just going to get interrupted. Does he have his ult? I wonder why it's not ult. Oh, okay. Alright, ult. There we go. I believe I'm not playing the game, so I don't know. But I'm going to guess that his plan was wait for Volibear to start tanking the tower, and then the instant he starts tanking the tower, ooh, did not quite connect with that. That's just knowing your ranges. You gotta, when you play a champion a lot, you get a feel for them. And he should have had a feel. He's like, this Q's not going to connect. Granted, it was extremely close, but even those really precise things, you got to get a feel for. You got to know exactly your range and if you can connect. Because if you don't know your ranges, you're going to end up doing that, blowing flashes for no actual gain. And now here, he doesn't... I personally don't like this. Alright. Actually, no. This is fine. Because he this is... don't know if this was his thought process, but this is what his thought process should be. If I go to take this blue, who could stop me? Volibear was very low health. It's safe to assume he went back to base. I see Rise in the mid lane, and I see Pantheon top lane, who has no ultimate. It's very safe to assume that I can get this blue and get out with no consequences. So that was a very, very well thought out and planned blue steal. See? What did I tell you guys? If you use your Q as Volibear too early, you're not going to be able to kill it. Because you're just going to Q away and you have no actual gap closure after you use the first Q. Ooh, that is fancy. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Okay. I feel like I had something to say a little while ago that I got interrupted by. Oh, here's something I can say. This is just general league practice. Before you do something, think to yourself, what is the worst way this could turn out? Like, let's say he goes to take the enemy's red buff. The worst way it could turn out is he gets caught, dies, and they get like a free red buff where they don't even have to damage it. So, you obviously not going to want to do it if... Alright, this is... Can he win a fight? He's got 2 levels. He has Spirit of the Red buff. I think he win a fight. Especially with, yeah, this is going to be free kill. It's good... Even if he had his ultimate there, it would be very smart not to use it. Like, don't ult. Oh, wait. Okay. I lied. I look like an idiot. I thought the bot that was coming up was their bot, not the enemy bot lane. So I figured they would clean it up, and he didn't actually have to ultimate. But this is gonna end so badly. Nami lived at least. But yeah, this isn't pretty. She can land a triple bubble, I think, and live. I don't. Okay, nope. She can bubble, maybe live. Oh, bubble. Oh, must have been on cooldown. This is not going too well for him. That's a shame. Okay, what I was saying. When you're thinking whether or not to ult, it is always better to ult and get the kill than not ult and not get the kill. Like, you're thinking, should I ult? I don't want to waste it, and then they get away. That's really, really bad. And now here, they have no wards. As a team, they're blind. They can't make aggressive plays because, well, they're trying to, but it's not working because they just don't have the ward coverage. It's very important when you're trying to be aggressive that you have ward coverage. And they're just lacking that this game, which is really putting them at a disadvantage. It's not pretty. That's just something to know. If you're trying to be aggressive, you gotta have ward coverage. What do I always yelling in these? Alright, he's jungling. He's taking the red buff. That's good. It's the buffs, the big buffs like blue and red buff, they give a lot of experience. So if you start not taking those buffs, you can really fall behind. He's doing a good job. I believe he's equal level to their jungler. 10 and 9. Well, that's because Volibear's been having very successful ganks and counter ganks. This is good. He's trying to hold mid. He missed that siege, which was bad. But whatever. He's holding mid lane. That's good. He's jungling more because he can't do anything anywhere else on the map. That's good. I would not... Actually, I don't know the drag timer. I wasn't paying attention. But I don't really... At this stage in the game, at 18 minutes, I don't really like smiting. Because... And by smiting, I mean smiting small creeps like that wall. Because at this stage in the game, you're gonna kill them all. Don't go over the wall, please. Good. By the time... At this stage in the game, you take creeps really, really fast. And a smite increases your time on it by like a couple seconds. Not a couple, like 5. And it gives you 10 extra gold, which is kind of significant. But Dragon's up, his smite's down. That's why I don't like doing the smites. Granted, you have the dragon timer. Like, you can always... It's always available for you to have the dragon timer. But I really think that just smiting this late in the game is not a good idea. Only on the big camps, and then on Dragon and Baron. And at a certain stage in the game, stop smiting big camps. Like, Dragon and Baron are... Not as much Dragon. When you get to the stage... What's happening here? He should... Not go aggressive. Actually, no, it's a 4-on-4. It's a... Oh, no, that's blue team, Jana. Kha'Zix is dead. That was... Oh, that was a good ult. I think. No, it wasn't. Okay, Kha'Zix, that's good. Kha'Zix, get your leap. You gotta reset. Use it. No, why are you trying to turn? Alright. Alright. I don't play Vi, so I don't as much know what her role in a team fight was, but you can actually see I was very, very wrong. Like, I said to ult, but you know, and it was not a good idea at all. He should have just left and had his team die. But hindsight is 2020, and so we can actually let's rewatch. All right. I know this kind of makes the game take longer, but it's worth it to see what actually occurs. So, right here, he thinks to himself, a team fight's breaking out. He sees Catholics coming over, 2 guys here, Janna, he sees it. Alright, a team fight's starting. So, he sides a Q, he misses a Q, that's kind of big. Right here, Kha'Zix leaps in, so he knows that they're going to be going aggressive. They know this Ryze is coming, so they know the Ryze has a little bit ways to go, so I think right here he should have ulted. He should have ulted the Pantheon, had them all try and kill him before the fight ended. But, he was low health, but now by the time this ultimate comes out on the team, Pantheon, Ryze is already there. I know it's like a difference of like 2 seconds, but Ryze is already there, so they don't actually have a way of getting rid of him. They don't have a way of killing Pantheon without the Ryze support. And then here the team just falls apart. She should be falling back. She chased it a little bit too deep. She died, and that's not good. We can fast forward this until Ryze comes back up. Or Vi comes back up, not Ryze. Alright, now he's walking in here. He's just gonna farm. No. Yeah, that was not worth it at all. You heard me say no. Right here. He should have... yeah. Okay. Alright, that was the only mistake. He played it all fine. He flashed to get near. Ryze flashed away. He could have known that. But, I mean, it's a flash for a flash. But then, he should have not followed up that second Q. I mean, knowing damages... See, the reason I'm doing this, I'm trying to do this live, is because I want you guys to know what I'm thinking in the heat of the moment. And I have made mistakes. Right? Like, I told him to ult. I didn't tell him to ult the Pantheon. That was a mistake by me. Because, you know, everyone makes mistakes. But, in hindsight, you can look at what's done better. So, you could see, it was live there, and I thought to myself, he shouldn't use that second Q, because I'm relatively good at judging damages. Like, I'm pretty good at it. I knew he couldn't take out both of them and live, because he has no lifesteal. If he had a lifesteal, that whole fight would have gone so much better. I'm not saying you should build it, but I'm just saying he had none, which is why he couldn't do it. So, he should have used that Q to run away, because a kill and an assist on one team, ult. He did it again. Okay, they got the kill. But you gotta ult early, because ulting to get a kill is so... Oh, kill that Janna. Or no, save your... Go, no! Don't go away! It's a 4-on-2! Oh, okay, it's a 4-on-3. Yep, alright. I'm sorry. See? What did I tell you guys? I make mistakes. Honestly, I think he should have gone in there, not gone away. But... He's messaging me right now. I think he should have gone in there. I know Ryze was coming, but I don't know. And Volibear's incredibly tanky. Okay, I guess it was a good idea to Q away, but you don't want to Q away and then end up fighting, because then it's just a huge waste of a spell. So if he had Q'd away, the whole team should have decided to disengage with him. Here they're going. That's dead. He's good Q away. You can't help him. Let's fast forward. Got the tower. Don't think he could have done anything. Fall back. You're gonna get kited to hell. Farm. Get the blue. It's already gone. Farm. He's doing everything correctly. Farm. Try and keep wards on Baron. What did I just hit? Backspace. Whoops. Try and keep wards on Baron, but they got it pinked. He overextended a bit there. And they have like very little vision. That was kind of risky. He's dead. Q away. You can't help Kha'Zix. If Kha'Zix is gonna get away, he's gonna do it by himself. Volibear is so tanky. Jeez, it's impossible to kill Volibear. Here he's just gotta think to himself, we lose. I know I actually like never surrender, but you at this stage in the game, don't try and make a play. Play it passive, wait for them to make it. That was beautiful. Beautiful ultimate there. Someone died because the end. No, run, run, run! Don't go back in. Whatever. Doesn't matter. They already lost at this point. At that stage in the game, you don't want to try and make a play. You just want to try and play passive. Make your towers live. Like try and protect your towers as much as possible. But if your towers start going down, there's nothing you can do to stop it. So you have to wait. Hopefully they'll make a mistake like that Rise made a mistake. Capitalize, ult him, trap him under tower. That was very well played by Vi. It's not their game. They're so behind that even a sloppy mistake by that is not going to win them anything. So, it was messaging me, so they're going to surrender. That was funny. I love doing that. Alright. So, this was my second tutoring, and I'm just going to highlight some key points from the game in this end screen. I'm kind of going to make it sound like a flowchart. When you're jungling during the laning phase, this is what your first thought should be. After you get like level 3 and stuff. Can I go help anywhere? Actually, no, this is just always. Can I go help anywhere? The answer is no. Go jungle. If the answer is yes, go help that lane. Like, even if it's like top lane and you're at, what, blue buff, you should go ping. What'd I do? Well, whatever. Even if it's like top lane and you're a blue buff, you should go help out top lane. And then, if you can't help out anywhere, just farm the jungle. That's really important. And when you're going to gank a lane, do a similar thing. Think, if I go to gank this lane, is it actually going to do anything for my team? He's like, okay, I'm gonna gank bot. Maybe the bot was asking for it, but it didn't gain his team anything. It just wasted his time, making him behind in the jungle creeps to the enemy Volibear. So you have to think, is this gank actually going to do anything for my team before you do it? Alright, so this was my second tutoring game. As I said before, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if this helped you, I would really appreciate you sharing this, because I want to help as many people as I can with this tutoring thing. So subscribe, like, whatever, and I will see you guys later.